Hey everybody, welcome back to a very messy Lego city, as you can see. Now in the last update, I was working on this raised area at the back of the Lego city, and I said off camera that I was going to be working on this tunnel section because I didn't quite finish that off. And as you can see, that is what I've done. I've got a couple of cars going in and out of this tunnel, and I'm really pleased with how that turned out. It adds some really great depth to the Lego city. Something different than just the brick wall that you've got on this side, and I really like that. But there are a few things that I still need to do. Going behind the school there, you can see I'm just missing some plates. I need to get some supporting bricks and then plate the rest of that so it's just going behind the school, out of view, so you can't see any gaps or anything like that. And I also ran out of masonry bricks, so this corner here I was just filling with any light bluish grey bricks that I could get my hands on, really. I think I'm going to swap them out for new masonry bricks because I do have a nice new restock here. I went to the Lego store and they had these on the pick-a-brick wall, which was very handy, and they also had some 1x3 light bluish grey bricks, so I'm stocking up on my supply there. So yeah, I'm going to keep that as it is with the light bluish grey bricks, because obviously this is going to be covered by modular buildings. I mean, the Daily Bugle goes there, so you're not even really going to technically see directly behind there. So I think that that's going to be okay like that. Anyway, this green area I want to fill with more greenery, some trees and bushes and stuff. And I also want to try and get a staircase going up this section here. That's a couple of things that I want to do, as well as add in a wall or a railing to stop any minifigures falling from the raised area. So there, those 4 jobs, that corner, the green area, the staircase and the railings, they're 4 things that I want to do. And then I also want to get all the modular buildings that are in this area back in place, because they are currently just on the floor, on the table. I just keep kicking them. Bits are falling off. It's been a nightmare for the last couple of weeks. I've been very busy. Haven't had time to do a city update. But now I'm looking forward to getting those modulars back on the table so that I can tidy up this Lego city and have it looking decent again, because it's not very good at the minute. So I'm going to crack on with some of those and we will check in a minute. Also, just quickly want to show you this awesome graffiti printing that I got from a recent brick show that I went to. That's going to go in the wall next to the tunnel, and I think that's going to look really cool. Also got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles tile there. That will look good in the turtle layer when I get around to redoing that. But yeah, that looks really cool. Let's have a quick update on what I've done so far. So I've got the barrier in on the tunnel raised entrance. That's going along there with the black fences. And on this side, I've got the staircase leading up to the original raised platform. And on this side, I'm going to go with a different barrier. I'm going to go with the sand green cones that I have over on the other side of the city, because I don't have those black fences. I've run out. That's my limit. So unless I was to buy some more, I'll see how I get on with the sand green cones. And then next to the staircase leading up, I've started on this greenery area. I've just layered some bright green plates, and I'm going to fill this with plants, and that will look really good by the side of the stairs. And then I've also added that graffiti piece that I showed you into the raised tunnel area, into the wall there. And the Daily Bugle was going to go in this spot, so I've put it off just to the side so you can see the graffiti from the road, which is good. It's not going to be covered by the Daily Bugle. So now, like I say, I'm going to get the plants onto that green area, but I also need to get the the buildings back into the layout. But it's been so long, I've actually forgotten what the layout was. Obviously, I know that the Daily Bugle was back there. I think it was the Sanctum Sanctorum. I'm going to have to look back on the previous video to see what the layout was and get them back in, which I'm really excited to do. See the city complete again. So there we go, I've added a little bit of greenery to that patch of grassed area, and that doesn't look too bad. I haven't gone over the top with it, because at the end of the day this area is going to be covered by some buildings, but at least I know it's there. And I've also added some wildlife. Got a squirrel on an old tree stump, there's a rat at the back, and also a small little bird perched on the top of a small tree. Yeah, I think that looks really good actually. So now finally I can get the buildings back in, because I'm not going to concentrate on any of the buildings on these raised area until maybe the next update, because I've got a plan to start the first building that's going to go over the top of the tunnel. Excited to add that. So yeah, let's get those buildings in, so get back to a bit of normality in the Lego city. So there we go, the first building is back in place, the Daily Bugle, and next to that goes the fire brigade, as I remember correctly. But there was an issue, and that issue is that obviously the fire brigade needs road access, but because the construction site goes on the corner, and that is 1.5 base plates, it pushed the two buildings, the fire brigade and the Daily Bugle, up slightly. So now the fire brigade doesn't line up with the road entry on this road plate. So I'm going to have a little shuffle round, but only with the buildings that are on the other side. And they were the brick bank, which is obviously a corner, so that needs to go there. The Sanctum Sanctorum, which is also a corner, but I wasn't using it as a corner because I had it on that back spot there against the wall. And then the last one was the jazz club. Now I don't really want the jazz club being opposite the modular school, so I think that I'll put the Sanctum Sanctorum there. Yes, I know it's a corner modular, but I do think that it also works as a straight, and I can have a little bit of an alleyway down the side of that and the construction site. So I'm going to put that in and just see how it looks. But like I said, I can't have a jazz club opposite the school. Be a bit noisy. Not that it'll be open during the day, but it just doesn't sit right with me. Honestly, I don't know what it is about these Technic pins, but they never want to go it. Oh, finally got it. Just as I started recording. Thank you. You know, the good thing about constantly rearranging your Lego city is that you get to take the modular buildings out and actually give them a good vacuum once in a while. Oh, finally, the city is all back together. Oh, look how good it looks. So happy to have them back on the city table. And look, my floor's clear. I can finally walk up and down my room, thankfully, yes. Yeah, I'm so glad to have them back in. And I'm really liking how the tunnel looks with them in there as well. You can see the graffiti at the end there. It's not obstructed in any way. That looks really cool. I'm going to get a minifigure down there and I'm going to have him spray painting that on the wall. But oh yeah. And as well, like I said, that alley... Oh, just knocked my camera. That alleyway there, it doesn't look too bad. I like that. The one down the side of the Sanctum and the construction site, so that doesn't look too bad. So, and plus there's the Marvel connection with the Daily Bugle and the Sanctum being next to each other, which doesn't look too bad. So yes, that looks good. And then round the other side, the fire brigade and the jazz club, which I just looked at and I thought, oh no, they're both dark red buildings, but it's not too bad. You know, I don't think they look too bad next to each other, especially because it's got the bright yellow one in between them, the pizzeria. So maybe, yeah, that doesn't look too bad. So that might be a keeper. And I really like as well how the bank and the jazz club line up perfectly next to each other. Because not all the modular buildings do. You know, they differentiate a couple of studs. Look at this one here. Between the detective's office and the corner cafe, that's 2 studs. So it's nice when I get them to match up. So yes, all back in place. Tunnel's complete, really liking that. I just obviously now need to get it all tiled back in, get the minifigures all back out and creating scenes, and then we can start on the raised area, or maybe work on this section, the museum, police station and the hotel there. But for now, I'm all done on this update. Wanted to get those buildings back in with the tunnel complete, and that's been done, so I'm really pleased. Thank you very much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and we will see you in the next update. Thank you very much and take care.